Greetings class. What I did in a PowerPoint was I created video images. I wanted to take the essay Blind Patriotism and use images that writer might use to express patriotism. So our first image would be an American flag. And what I'm going to have you guys do is I want you guys to think on a scale of 1 to 10, which images are the most patriotic and why. This is an American flag, and I would say that a lot of people would say this is very, very patriotic for I think, obvious reasons. It's a symbol of our country. It has a lot of symbolisms within it, from war to, I know I learned, to the 50 states and unifying the 50 states to the specific colors and things like that. The next image is baseball. And you might see it as being patriotic or not. It's just a baseball and dirt. Maybe it's not patriotic to you, or maybe it is, because baseball has become a national tradition. It's America's pastime. And so it might be patriotic to you. So you would rate this one on a scale of 1 to 10. And then we have a bald eagle. And a lot of people say bald eagles are very, very linked to patriotism. And the reason why is because it stands for freedom. It is our national bird. It's on our money. So it's a very strong symbol of patriotism. Or other people might say, I don't think it's patriotic because at the end of the day, it's just a bird. Who cares? So I'll let you guys rate that one. And then the next one is fireworks. And some people see fireworks as being very patriotic because whenever you think of holidays like the 4th of July, you think of fireworks. So, and I know that Francis Scott Key, he was writing our national anthem in Maryland on the harbor while these bombs are going off and blasting, and he's writing this song, and fireworks really represent that song. Now, some people might not say that fireworks are patriotic because they were made in China, not America, and they're just fireworks. We use them all the time. We use them for SeaWorld and things like that. So they're overused. They're not really a strong symbol of patriotism. Another one is from Iwo Jima. A lot of people say this is a very strong symbol. A lot of people rank this as being one of the strongest symbols of patriotism. It's men coming together in time of war to raise a flag on soil to represent our country. Some people see this as being patriotic. I think it's a pretty strong symbol. Some people say it's not because it represents colonization. Clint Eastwood, very divisive figure, he has a movie called The Flags of Our Father. And in that movie, it's about the guys who raised his flag, and they weren't really under attack. All of this was posed, it was calibrated, and things like that. So I think that because it was posed, it wasn't really, they were under fire and things like that. It was a staged photograph. So some people, once they realize the intentions behind the photo, they might say that that weakens the level of patriotism in it. And then the next photo, one of my favorite places in the world is the Grand Canyon. Now, a lot of people don't look at this photo as being patriotic, but in the essay Blind Patriotism, they were using symbols like this to represent patriotism. And you might say that it's very patriotic. If it is love for the land, then why can't the Grand Canyon be patriotic? When you think of America, a lot of people think of the Grand Canyon. Also, the Grand Canyon is one of the 7 wonders of the world. It's a national icon. People come from all over the world to see this. So maybe it is very patriotic, or maybe it's not because it's just rocks. It's just a canyon. Who cares? But I'm very curious to see how would you guys rate this photo as being patriotic. The next one is George Washington. A lot of people see George Washington as being very patriotic for obvious reasons again. First president, actually fought for our country. I can't think of a last president who actually went to war for America while maybe Eisenhower, but it's become a pretty rare idea today. So a lot of people view him as being patriotic. Some people don't view him as being patriotic. He was a colonizer. He did egregious things to Native Americans and to slaves. He could have done more for the country. There's a lot of controversy with George Washington as well. The next one would be apple pie. Usually when I do this in class, apple pie is the lowest of the low. Usually people don't rate apple pie as being patriotic, but I think the Finnish study would have included apple pie in it. Now, people say that apple pie is made all around the world. It's just a pie. Who cares? I don't look at this and think of America. However, some people would rate apple pie as being patriotic because there's a phrase in our country, it's more American than apple pie. There's songs about American, bye bye Miss American Pie, things like that, which are really entrenched in the ideologies of maybe some frameworks of patriotism in our country. The next one is a Declaration of Independence, and usually this one rates very high. Usually the flag, George Washington, this, Iwo Jima, rate really high in terms of what students perceive as patriotism. And obviously it's a framework for our country. It gave birth to our country. Some people might not see this as being patriotic because it doesn't represent them. It says equality, but it's not really representing equality in our country. It was hypocritical. There's a lot of backlash to this as well. And that's our presentation. What I'd like you guys to do, and it's just a conversation piece, it's not something I'm going to collect, but if you had to rate these on a scale of 1 to 10, which one would be the most patriotic, which one would be the least patriotic, and why? And also you might choose to go back and question, why can't the Grand Canyon be seen as a symbol of patriotism? Why can't baseball be seen as a symbol of patriotism? So it's just something to think about. I wanted to run the survey that was done in the Finnish essay and see what you guys think. It's a great conversation piece, and I hope you guys think more about this for your essays. If you have any questions, please contact me, bpranowitz@yahoo.com.